What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to your favorite pond, the Coy Pond, episode 93. As always, I'm joined by my co-host K-Dog back in the studio this week. As you know, you can find us on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcast, Amazon Music. And don't forget, week 1 is around the corner, and you might have a couple questions for the Coy Pond. And, you know, we're not wrong until we give you a wrong answer. And on a new season, we haven't done that to you yet.
That's right.
So, never forget about speakpipe.com/thecoypond. And, last but not least, the merchandise.
Woo!
It's hot. It's almost Christmas time. It's basically right around the corner. You gotta get something for someone.
Yes.
You know, you got presents, the best merchandise on the Coy Pond store.
What do you get? Candles, a pair of socks,
A koozie.
a tie? No, a koozie.
Yes.
And one of these.
One of those
babies.
beautiful. I mean, how many shirts do you own that look like that?
I mean,
I'm guessing
come on now.
none.
None, yeah.
None. Simply none. Hey,
Come
we're
on.
playing the numbers game at this point.
What are you waiting for? That's what we're asking.
What are you waiting
What are you
for?
waiting for?
Hey, golf season's not almost over. Christmas
That's right.
is around the corner. You gotta start buying, people.
Global warming, you can golf year-round in Dayton, Ohio, or wherever you're at.
It's a bull market. You gotta just keep buying. If you're a bear, go back to your cave. No one likes you.
That's right. Grab
Anyway.
it by the horns
Almost
and
got
pump it into submission.
Jesus Christ. About lost the plot there. What a week.
Whew, hanging
Preseason
by a thread.
football.
Yeah.
Preseason fucking football.
Yes. Are we done with this crap yet?
Not quite.
Yeah.
It was fun. It's fun when you're with people.
It is.
It's
Just anybody or
a hobby.
somebody
And
special? Or?
I guess a couple people, maybe whoever's at the bar that night. It's been hard to pay attention to any of this.
It is.
At this point, everything's kind of falling into place. At this point, I mean, obviously injuries are injuries, but it's like we're back to the part of preseason where it's like, who cares?
May I make a giant, a mission on myself here?
Sure.
Observation.
Yeah, make
I
an
actually
observation.
forgot the Cowboys even played Saturday night. And it wasn't until I was looking around YouTube on Sunday that I was like,
Highlights.
oh shit, they played last night.
Highlights.
So,
Yeah, that's kind of how it goes. It's like, I think I watched the box score for the Chargers game, but
yeah.
by the end of week 2, I'm kind of ready for week 1. And, it's like everyone gets... I got so hyped about preseason week 1. Watched a couple games. And,
Yeah.
All right.
Poof.
All right, well,
Yeah.
it's not the real stuff yet.
No. Does it just means I feel like preseason has been really long?
I think our vacation played a part of
that what it is?
I think it did.
Even though, I mean, it's a shorter preseason schedule
It's even
than
shorter
ever
than it used to
before.
be.
It's painful as hell.
It is. It's a bit painful.
God.
At this point, the question marks are around teams that are already question marks, bless their hearts.
Yeah.
I will say the Bengals-Commanders game Monday night was pretty exciting.
Entertaining, right?
It's like 31-17 was the final score for the Bengals. They kept it good. Now, without a doubt, they kept it good by playing Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
And that poor man, running for his life in preseason. It feels like Satan might reside in Cincinnati, Ohio.
Yeah.
And he's in the front office of the Bengals.
I was saying Mike Brown, eh?
Yeah, well,
I mean, what are they trying to do there? I don't know. You're trying to tune it up so you come out.
I think the week 1 losses they've had throughout the years, they're trying to not have this year against the Browns. And then Joe Burrow in that clip, I'm sure many of you saw, the offensive lineman's throwing his hands up as 3 Commanders defensive linemen run by to go and get Joe Burrow at basically the goal line.
Yeah. What the hell are they doing?
I don't know. I don't want to act like it matters, but also it's like he's still getting chased for real. You know what I mean? That part of preseasons were still very much true.
And it's preseason.
It's preseason.
Yeah. It's a little like the 1987 when the Scabs crossed the picket line with the real NFL players, and they had it. And back then, the Redskins, Scabs, beat the Cowboys with like Danny White, Randy White, and some of the starters in the game.
And the
kind of
Scabs,
like that.
Scabs being players that filled in positions for players that held out that year.
That's right. Yep, exactly. So the whole league was on strike.
Right.
Some crossed the line, and then the veterans, and then they also found some players that came in to fill in the gaps.
Right.
So
that's what he means by Scabs.
Yeah.
Just enlightening the whole thing.
No.
Yep. Yeah. Joe Burrow running for his life. I don't think that surprises many of us, but also, there's enough happening in Bengal land at the moment. Sounds like right before that game, too, Robinson Jr. was apparently on the trade block.
Right.
So they had that Ja'Cory Merritt.
Okay.
I don't know how to say his name completely, but he has skyrocketed on fantasy draft boards.
Really?
He scored a touchdown in that game. I don't know. It's like Austin Eckler's still there.
Yeah.
This Ja'Cory Merritt, but he goes by something else. I almost want to say it's like Rob or something. I'll maybe put a Twitter thing up if I care. But he's going up through the roof. Who knows where Brian Robinson Jr. goes? Mechie from the Texans going to the Eagles.
Yep.
Apparently him and Devontae Smith were teammates in college at Alabama.
Yep.
So pretty cool. I know they've kept in touch, being friends throughout the years. I think it was not that long ago Devontae Smith wore the John Mechie shirt on the warm-ups of a game. So that's, the Eagles getting better.
Yeah. Yeah, crazy, right?
Who would have thought the Eagles GM is just a genius?
Yeah.
He's making all these other GMs look like,
they're doing nothing.
How are we not fielding a better team? What is he doing so well other than paying the player?
Yep. There was just to throw in here, there was a big report this last week on the Cowboys and the Micah Parsons situation.
Yeah.
And it came out that does Jerry Jones have a cash flow issue? And so I forgot about this. But this was reported locally in Dallas. And it was the same people that he said, I'll fire you and get someone else on the show.
Oh, my God.
It was that same show.
That same station?
Was talking about it. Yeah. But they're just talking about how he's got all these other investments going on, and they poured money into those things, and they're not generating money yet.
They're not quite, yeah.
And they just speculated that that Jerry is using cash flow from the Cowboys to get these other investments going. And so they actually don't have the money. And they talked about how the NFL owners have like a cash flow problem. So these teams are now worth, $10 billion, but they can't get cash for it.
Yeah.
So they're selling like minority stakes in these teams to generate cash. So now as the numbers keep going up, cash flow is harder to keep up with what the needs are, even though the values go up, the contracts go up. And they're saying it was speculation that there may be a real cash flow issue for Jerry with how he's feeding these monies into other investments that haven't returned yet.
Now, that would be, that makes sense to some extent, but it also feels like maybe the owners as a whole have overreached. But you don't blame them if you're a money mongrel.
Yeah.
You're going to use your money that way.
Yeah.
Ipso facto, spread it out and make it so you're untouchable. But then when Mr. Micah Parsons comes knocking for an absurd amount of money that has to go into escrow.
Yeah.
I don't have $500 million right now for 10 years, Micah.
And
Michael, you've been injured. I think we should do 200.
And when you really think about it, it lines up with what the theory is.
It kind of does. I like that conspiracy theory. It's pretty spot on that, they both want to get it done, but Jerry all of a sudden is he's turning his little Texas bank vault, and it's not full anymore.
Yeah.
Just has a bond in it.
So maybe. Second part with the Cowboys this last week is their movie on Netflix came out. Yeah. It's a movie about Jerry the Gambler.
Right, how he turned the Cowboys from 130 to now 9?
Yeah, I think $185 million is what he paid for them. And now, it's 15 billion or 12 billion or whatever it is. But
that's crazy.
All these inside stories have been coming out, little bits of them on like Instagram and social media. But that just came out like a week and a half ago.
Oh, wow.
So there's another little thing.
I have to check that out. I think it's on Netflix, isn't it?
It is, yeah. Okay. So, we're busy making a movie. That's, Howie Roseman's making deals for receivers, and the Cowboys are just like, oh, look at us, living on 30,000 years ago. So, anyway.
Yeah, I agree. It is funny when things come out a couple years after this amazing, dispute within the organization, and it's like, oh, they were clearly making a show.
Yeah.
But, whatever the situation was,
it's
always interesting.
Crazy shit.
Let's see what else we got. So this past week, Daniel Jones got not promoted.
Named starter.
Thank you.
So can you imagine if you're a Colts fan, Anthony Richardson physically shows all the traits, but he's not going to be the guy.
I mean,
he's not good enough.
He tapped himself out of a game.
And all Daniel Jones does is check downs. Check.
Did you see Anthony Richardson last year?
I mean,
I had him on fantasy in 3 of my leagues, and I didn't do anything because I put all my apples in one basket.
Yeah.
I
don't know.
I don't hate it. And
check.
It's better than overthrowing, playing hurt, and also tapping out of a game.
Yeah.
If they haven't, who is his daughters, Jim Irsay's daughters at this point, have not seen enough, or the coach, I guess, really is who it is. Have not seen enough to give Anthony Richardson that shot starting out the season.
Yeah.
That just goes to show you how bad it must be in there.
It must be awful, right?
And that's where I don't hate it for the sole fact that you can throw Daniel Jones under the bus, like the Steelers attempted to do with Justin Fields, but it kind of backfired. And then once they feel like Daniel Jones has fucked up enough games in a row, you can put in the golden goose because Anthony Richardson is still younger than most of the rookies.
Yeah. It's the only way to make him, to revive him with the fan base, I think, too.
And he needs a Bryce Young moment.
He does.
I mean, there's no doubt he can't come out looking like he did.
They're going to be a mess.
But it feels bad.
They're going to be a mess.
And, the Colts, once again, getting an ex-veteran from a different team. Yeah. Ipso facto, Phillip Rivers, Nick Foles, Carson Wentz.
Yeah.
Now, Daniel Jones.
How many trash-to-treasure projects does one team take on?
And
they do a lot.
Well, in the last, they weren't up until they had Andrew Luck that kind of put them in a bad spot.
Right.
That they're still kind of recovering from.
That's true. They have an Andrew Luck hangover. There's no doubt about it.
And I don't know, and I'm sorry, I can't remember who followed Andrew Luck. Because they had someone.
Matt Ryan?
Well, Matt Ryan, Phillip Rivers was there. Then Matt Ryan, Carson Wentz, I think.
Look at all those retreads.
Maybe I got Matt Ryan and Carson Wentz.
But you got the right ones.
There was someone before Phillip Rivers.
Was there?
Was it like Jacoby Brissett?
Maybe.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? They haven't recovered from 2013, 2015 Andrew Luck.
That's terrible.
How have they not committed? I mean, there's plenty of questions there. I'm missing a lot of it, I'm sure. I don't remember most of 2014. I was 14 years old. But
I mean, outside of the Browns, that's probably, besides the Giants and the Colts, are probably next in a tie for a worst quarterback situation.
Jets, you'd put up there too?
Jets are in there, you're right.
There's a few, but there's not many.
No.
Even the Saints had Drew Brees, the Falcons
those 3-4 teams have made just a career out of fucking up the quarterback position.
At least in 25 years.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing, actually.
So, Colts, maybe Daniel Jones. I mean, Daniel Jones is, I think, the youngest one they've put on from another team, at least.
Yeah.
He's younger than Phillip Rivers, Matt Ryan, Carson Wentz, all of them.
Did you ever see the movie Rounders with John Malkovich, the gambler? It's poker.
I don't think so. But did that have Leonardo DiCaprio in it?
No, it's Matt Damon.
Okay.
And at the end of the movie, Matt Damon is sucking him in playing on a round of poker, and he keeps checking, and finally at the end, Matt Damon finds his tell sign.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen this.
And at the end of it, he gets all pissed off when he throws him off, and Malkovich gets up and he's like, check, yo, nine, check. That's Daniel Jones. Check down. So there you go.
Well, they paid him. And, the Giants are free. Yeah. Speaking of the Giants, Russell Wilson probably going to start, I think.
Looks like it.
I want to say there was at some point they announced that officially. I think we talked about on here.
Jackson Dart's going to get in quick.
But I think Jackson Dart has a good shot of starting at some point, maybe before middle of the season.
Because, Russell Wilson gives you that, that comfort that we got a veteran under the center that knows what he's doing.
Yes.
But Jackson Dart appears to be a winner.
It feels that way. It's preseason. It's time to overreact.
Yeah, but still, I mean, other guys we've seen in preseason haven't shown what Jackson Dart has. So
he's had a great outing as a rookie quarterback, just getting thrown into the system, especially the Giants.
Yep.
We'll have to see what week it lines up. I don't have their schedule in front of me, but I would expect maybe a home game after a Russell Wilson loss early.
Yep.
Maybe I don't know if they have a set of home games between week 4 and 7.
Yeah.
But it would be pretty exciting if you got in week 6 after a horrendous Russell Wilson moment. But
because it's going to happen.
Russell
does this, right?
Yeah.
It's just where he is.
And maybe we get a Jameis Winston moment before we get Jackson Dart even. That'd be crazy.
Let's hope we get some great lines from that guy.
That is a terrific guy to have in the locker room. I am excited for what he might do.
And they could trade Russell Wilson instead of Jameis Winston, actually.
If they really had to, they get more out of it, probably.
So we'll see.
Where to? I don't know.
Yeah, before the trade deadline, let's see if Russell doesn't wind up ultimately going to the Colts or the Browns or
Saints.
One of those things.
Yeah.
Can you imagine the Browns having Russell Wilson and
Joe Flacco?
No, who's the
Sanders,
guy
Dylan Gabriel,
that fleeced the
Watson?
Texans? Yeah, Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson and Russell Wilson both wind up on the Browns.
Morally different. Maybe. I guess. Supposedly. Alleged.
Yeah.
But yeah, that too. Browns, Joe Flacco, now the starting quarterback for week 1.
Nice lead in.
I think we all assumed this was going to happen, regardless of the Sanders games.
Yeah.
He looked good too.
He did.
Gabriel, I don't know if I watched.
again, you're going to go with the veteran who gives
Yeah.
you day one the confidence, and it's going to be his job to screw it up.
Yeah.
And he will.
Yeah, it feels
So
that
it's
way.
gonna happen.
I mean, Joe Flacco gave the Browns a lot of good games.
He really, the fact that the guy is still playing at the level he has been, that's impressive.
For what it's worth, he has been an absolute beast for him.
Yeah.
And for his age, for
Yep.
where he is, for everything, amazing. But you have to think that this can't be long term.
No.
Like, as in the entire season.
No, I just
But
don't,
maybe.
I don't see it.
I don't either. But,
I'll tell you what, the Cowboys are in a heap of trouble if Dak goes down.
oh, yeah.
Joe Milton, horrible.
Yeah.
Both weeks.
Not looking great.
I don't know what is going on there. He looks just like Trey Lance.
Yeah, with,
And maybe it's Dallas.
that would be really messed up.
Because Trey Lance
with
looks
the
good
Chargers.
with the Chargers.
Not too bad.
Joe Milton looked pretty good with the Patriots to me. Everybody, horrible.
Is there a quarterback coach that's been there for a while that only pays attention to Dak right now?
I don't know.
But
Brian Schottenheimer was kind of in charge of all that, I think.
you would assume someone else has taken over that
Yeah,
responsibility.
so I don't know what the issue there is, but I'm just telling you from watching these games last weekend and looking at these quarterbacks and issues across the board, Joe Milton, we'll see where he winds up on the how many snaps he gets in the third game
Yeah.
versus Will Greer, who actually looked better than Joe Milton, and that's frightening.
Yeah, where'd Wilker go? Do you remember?
He was with Dallas, and I think he went to the Eagles for a year, then
Okay.
came back.
Okay.
And I think that was the Kellen Moore connection, probably.
Gotcha. I was going to say, I remember I thought he went somewhere else for a bit, but
Yeah.
I can't remember if I'm losing my damn mind.
Probably.
A little bit.
That's okay. But still no Kirk Cousins sightings.
No. And
No word about him at all.
I don't know if I expect it or not in preseason, but I expect someone has to come ringing for him.
I've got to think we get through this weekend of games.
Yeah.
We're gonna see probably 3-4 quarterbacks on the move. Veterans getting signed by teams that are in a shitty situation. You want to touch on? You already touched on the Saints.
A little bit. I
Yeah.
mean, we did mention, who gets signed to the Saints last week, and it still feels like, it's the battle between Tyler Show and Spencer Rattler.
Yeah, definitely.
And I don't think either one of them have looked particularly amazing.
No.
I mean, it's the who cares bowl.
I don't know what's
Quarterback
going on with all these quarterbacks, but there's a lot that look just not good.
Are we entering an age of defense?
Maybe so.
Or is it we're entering an age of lack of offense?
Yeah, maybe.
Because something John Gruden still talks about to this day is snap counts in college versus snap counts in the NFL. Is that transition getting harder as things are getting easier in college?
Could be.
Headset pieces? I don't know if the NFL implements that. I feel like they do. They clearly do, but
Right.
once you get up to the line, you have to give the play to the rest of the offense and
Right.
whatnot. So I don't know. I'm speaking out of my ass. I'm just
Sure. But
curious.
one guy that did look good, Caleb Williams, seems to be coming around. Agree?
Once again, the Bears have their Bears-Bills game like last year, where I think the game was 33-6, and this year was 38-0. Bears win. If that's indicative of how the season goes, Bills win 14 games. The Bears get third in their division.
Yeah.
I think, or fourth in their division.
Fourth, yeah.
But it's good to see Caleb Williams and Ben Johnson making it work.
Yeah.
It still counts for all things considered.
I mean, Ben Johnson is starting to work some miracles
Was
there.
it something Luther the third on the
Yeah.
Bears that looked really good?
Yeah, Luther, was it Burden?
Burden, I think. Let's roll with Burden.
Burden, yeah.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah.
I'll put the name up if that's
Sure.
wrong, but it's Luther something.
But again, they have put a lot of talent around him.
They have, and we're kind of getting to that spot now where it's like, okay, Ben, all right, Caleb,
Yep.
do the thing.
Yep. So we're gonna find out.
We are, and if that doesn't work, you have to assume it's Caleb. But if it doesn't work, there's plenty of other things to be decided.
Yep.
I can't remember what their strength of schedule looks like this upcoming season, the first few games.
Yeah.
But, for a couple of weeks there, they were talking about how it looks like Caleb Williams was having difficulty switching the schemes to Ben Johnson's offense.
Oh.
So seeing him do so well this past week, I think was a huge sigh
Yeah.
of relief for the city of Chicago.
Yeah, I would say. So
And, we'll go from there.
that's right.
My consigliere, Matt,
Yeah.
hates Caleb Williams. So
Yeah.
I'm trying to temper it with a little bit more of the modest take this week to
Sure.
keep our Chicago natives off the ledge. And we'll see what happens.
All right. Well,
I think we have a week off between this next set of games and the first week of the
do
season.
we have a week in between? Okay.
Because this upcoming week would be like the 25th,
Yeah.
and then it'll be like Yeah, do we?
I think we do.
I think
so
we do.
Labor Day weekend, there's no football.
Yes, the first, the 30th and the 1st.
Yep.
Because
I think college football starts then, right?
Yeah, week 0 is coming up. So, hey, you know what? College football is something to put on the TV and watch. I know a lot of people like that a lot more than we do, but regardless, still fun to bet on.
Yeah.
I'll still be doing it.
Yeah, for sure.
Matt Stafford, LA. He's alive. There was a hashtag trending where it was Matt Stafford's dead, I think it was. Can confirm, I think. We've all seen the one video, but that was pretty funny. I don't know whether the Matt Stafford health is blown out of the water or actually true.
Yeah.
It feels like the parallel to Christian McCaffrey last year, maybe.
Yeah.
Where nothing was going on, and then all of a sudden Matt Stafford's dead.
Yeah.
Whereas Christian McCaffrey is getting drafted number 1 overall, and all of a sudden he doesn't have a pair of legs anymore, and he's rolling out on the field in a wheelchair. Everything sounds like Matt Stafford will be okay.
Yeah.
And someone just got a hold of this news early and blew it up as fast as possible.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know if I'm crazy with that take or not. It's Matt Stafford. He is getting older, so it's like if he hurts his shoulder again, I'm not going to say it wouldn't be for longer than you would expect it to, but who wouldn't?
Yeah, right.
But interesting stuff. I thought might as well touch on that hashtag.
Yep.
As for the Chargers, Trey Lance looking like he's probably going to take that second position over Heineke.
Yeah.
Heineke is not... I didn't watch the Rams
much, right?
game, but Heineke hasn't shown as much, it feels like. And I don't know if maybe Trey Lance is playing third stringers more later in the game. But with how he's been doing, I don't hate it. Stenson Bennett looked really good on the Rams, too, again. They beat the Chargers by a point.
Yeah.
I think that was this past week.
I think so.
Week 2. But, what are you going to do at the end of the day between that stuff?
One thing I was going to mention was just about the Panthers.
Yes.
I've been talking about them maybe being a sleeper pick.
Mm-hmm.
Haven't made my official sleeper pick yet. But I don't know what to make of them because this game last week, Dave Canales pulled all the starters after like 6 snaps. And Bryce Young pulled what would have been a pick 6, but got called back for a penalty.
Oh, my God.
And the offense looked horrible. The defense struggled.
Ugh.
I don't know if they're faking us out and they really have something going on.
Right.
Or they still just stink. But that's a little scary for the Panthers and that owner that dumped a drink on people.
A fan last year?
Man, I would not be... They should rope that off and make that like VIP seating.
Yeah, if you yell at him, he'll dump you a vodka cran on you.
Got to pay extra for that.
Exactly. That sort of treatment.
But
sort of thing.
Not sure the Panthers are making the progress that I was expecting.
Yeah, because they got, was it Ted McMillan on that team now?
Yep.
People are kind of, they still have Xavier Legette. They got some good wide receivers. Casey Horn got hurt, but they had a couple battles going on.
I don't know.
Maybe the Panthers have made some progress, but is it enough? Who knows?
Yeah.
Bryce Young looked so good going into the off season, so I can only hope, but
I don't know. Doesn't look promising at the moment. Looks a little scary.
At the moment.
A little thin.
A little bit worse than we would have hoped for.
Again, sometimes with preseason, you take it, flip it upside down, and it's more right than it was.
Yep.
The other way.
Browns going 4-0, then 0-16.
Yep. Are they holding out something here? I don't know.
I also don't think the Panthers have ever been in a spot in the last 5 years to have that moment.
No.
So we'll have to see. I'm not out on them.
Yep.
But we'll have to see.
Patriots still trying to figure out their offensive line. But Drake May played a few drives, I think. We'll see how that goes. One thing interesting here is Kyle Duggar.
Okay.
The safety that was a starter played late into the second game.
Interesting.
So is he playing into the future plans or not the future plans?
It'd be funny if you pissed off Mike Vrabel.
Vrabel doesn't like him and
Vrabel's
is going to trade.
full preseason games till he proves it. Who knows?
Unusual to see a starter last season that far into a preseason game in week 2.
I wonder if Vrabel feels like he has to prove it. Maybe.
So
it all screams the same sort of sentiment. So we'll have to see.
Yeah.
We still have another week of preseason. Well, this is just ridiculous.
It's still just drones on.
Yeah, it really does. That's about all I've got.
Yeah.
That's all I care to talk about. Guys, long weeks.
Long week, long preseason.
We're trying to give you something because we do love football.
We do.
But it's preseason. People are going to get hurt that you don't know about yet. People are not going to make teams that no one cares about.
Yep.
People are going to make teams that no one cares about.
Yeah, and like last year, Christian McCaffrey, the surprise. How many fantasy teams got fucked by that deal last year?
Yeah.
Something that at this point didn't seem like it was an issue. Nothing was being talked about. It was quiet. assuming everything's good, go to the draft. I was one of them in one of my leagues. Picked him first. Bump. Found out like the next day.
Yes.
Dump.
Yep.
So I don't know if you got number one. I would not want number one pick.
I hate it
this year.
Yeah, I know.
I'd like to pick around 5 or 6.
10.
Some people, yeah.
Even 10.
Some people have 1 and they got tough shit to decide for sure.
Gotta love it. Jamar Chase after he gets paid? Maybe. Does his leg turn into 5 broken pieces?
Yeah.
Perhaps. Does his quarterback get hurt? Maybe.
There's just no slam dunks when you look at it. I don't feel like there's slam dunks.
No. Hey, drop who you think you should take first overall in this year's fantasy draft.
Yeah, that'd be great to know.
Because, frankly, like I said, preseason's fun and all. I'm ready for it to be over. I want the real shit. It's hard to get motivated for, the Dolphins' backup quarterbacks. They looked better than they did. But they're only going to play once Tua gets perhaps hurt. So, not that we're rooting for that. But
we never do.
Never do.
But the Dolphin backups,
yeah. Tyreek Hill's relationship with Tua,
yeah.
Mike McDaniel's odds of coaching next year,
That's a good segment.
Liam Cohen on the Jaguars,
The whole Cowboys situation,
Commanders back at it with the commanding shit,
yeah.
Yeah, that's what we should have done.
Yeah, there's a little shtick, right?
Hey, there you go.
Let's wrap up with number 93, huh?
Fuck.
This is a tough one for me.
Is Danny Woodhead still in the league?
Anthony Spencer for the Cowboys.
Anthony Spencer.
An outside linebacker when Bill Parcells was the coach.
Good Lord.
Came from Purdue.
All right.
And he did last 7 years with the Cowboys, but when this is your best player with that number, this guy was solid. He was not great. I'm not sure he was good. He was average to good. And there you have it. Anthony Spencer played for the Cowboys 2007 to 2014, number 93.
Okay, well, I'm going to raise you one better. And this is the current player for the Chargers that wears 93, according to Google. So
Bring it, donkey.
Bear with me. I'm hoping this is accurate. It appears to be so. Otito Ogbononia.
Oh, bullshit. That's not a name. Otito Ogbonia. Wow. Currently on the team?
Ogbonia.
Bonia.
I'm putting up the name in the picture.
Put that up.
That's
Put up.
the defensive tackle for the Chargers, number 93.
I love that name.
It's an amazing name. Maybe that'll be my next Chargers jersey.
Yeah.
I had Will Clapp last year. Can't mess up on that. Might have to get that.
Did you really?
Oh yeah, I have
Will Clapp.
Will Clapp. I've got it in my closet as we speak.
Oh my gosh.
A true legend, a terrible player, but just a fantastic name.
Oh, there's something we should talk about is names like that, right?
Best names.
Or sometimes you'll see them where 2 different players are back to back and have the names if you read them or something
like
funny.
General Booty back in college.
Yeah, there you go.
But nevertheless, that's all I've got.
That is episode 93.
That's episode 93. All right. See you all next week. Have a safe week, and as always, swim in the pond. Bye.